So first to moisturise my skin, I'm going in with the EMBRYOLISSE moisturiser. This is just the normal one, not the one for oily to combo skins. So I'm just popping that all over. I really like this moisturiser. I find it doesn't make me oily throughout the day. I don't really get too oily anyway. But it's like a super creamy moisturiser. I don't like moisturisers that are oil free or like super lightweight. I like moisturisers that have like a thicker consistency because I find that my skin is a little bit more on the drier side. For moisturiser, I do a primer. I don't always use a primer, but this is the NARS Radiance primer. I really like this. It has like, it's a bit shimmery, which I like. I like a glowier finish. So just popping that on all over. MAC Strobe Cream is really similar. I use that a lot of the time as well. This is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturiser in the shade Medium 1, St. Moritz. It's really pretty. It has like a dewier finish. Again, it's like super creamy, which I really like in foundations and moisturisers and face products for myself. I know some people don't like applying their foundations and stuff with their hands, but I like to. I just popped a little bit on the back of my hand and then rubbing it all in. If I'm not talking and like explaining things as well, I can normally get this done in like 15 minutes. But majority of the time, if I'm not doing anything at all, I probably won't wear foundation or any makeup on a normal day. I'm just going to pop my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer underneath my eyes. This is like my all-time favourite concealer. I like it for underneath the eyes mainly. I use another concealer to spot conceal if I want extra coverage in areas. I'm just blending that in. I dab the concealer in and I don't wipe it, because I find that if I wipe the concealer it moves everything around and doesn't give you the coverage. I'm going to take the same concealer, so that same custard shade, and pop a little bit on my chin and then just in between my brow as well, just to give me a bit more of a highlight there. And I'll see if I can colour this little spot with it as well. I'm pretty happy with my skin. I get random little breakouts like I am on my forehead at the moment, but I'm happy for my skin to not be super full coverage on a normal day to day. Like, I don't mind if any spots or any blemishes peek through. This is my everyday makeup routine. I've got it down super fast, but people might find this a little bit excessive for every day. I'm popping on the Diffused Light Ambient Lighting Powder from Hourglass. So I'm just going to pop that on underneath my eyes to set concealer. I like this one because it has that yellow tone to it. So it's kind of like that banana powder, but it's not as yellow. It just is like nice and brightening. I think I am going to put some more coverage on this spot. I'm going to use the Pro Conceal and Correct palette from MAC in the colour NC30. So this shade up here. Just give me a little bit of extra coverage. But again, I'm not too fussed. If I was wearing a proper foundation, like I'd probably, if I wasn't wearing this, I'd probably be wearing NARS Sheer Glow. If I was wearing that, I probably wouldn't bother going in with extra coverage in this spot. For my face, to set my foundation, to set my tinted moisturiser, I'm going in with MAC Mineralise Skinfinish Natural and Medium Golden. I'm not heavy-handed with the powder because I like a glowier finish, so I'm just lightly pressing it over. My ultimate favourite bronzer right now is the Sweetheart bronzer from Too Faced in the shade Sweet Tea. It's got a darker colour and then a lighter colour. I just swirl them together and then pop them on. Okay, so I've just finished bronzing using that Too Faced bronzer, and now I'm going to go in with Shadester from MAC. So this one's Shadester and this one's Light Sweep. It's just a duo. I don't really find myself using this colour that much, but I do like this colour, and I'm just going to contour with it. So tapping off the excess, and I'm only using a small amount. Like, I don't want to be like super contour. I just want like a little bit more shape. My favourite highlighter at the moment is the Nicole Guerriero palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This little guy right here. The two colours I like to use, I kind of switch up between these two, but I think today I'm just gonna use Glow Getter. I also like to pop some down the centre of my face. So a little bit on my chin, Cupid's bow, down the centre of my nose, and then in the middle of my forehead. Okay, so that's pretty much my skin done, or that is my skin done. I'll zoom you in to do my brows and my eyes now. So first I just like to brush them through. I'll brush them up. I like to make my brows look as natural and full as possible, so I'm just kind of going to fill in a little bit at the top. I'm going super light-handed, and a little bit at the bottom here, so just like this, and then brushing them out. So it's still looking super natural, just more defined. A lot of the time I will just leave them like that and then I'm good to go, but I'm going to do a little something else. I'm just going to put some concealer on underneath. So when I define my brows, or when I clean up underneath my brows, I only do the bottom, I don't do on top. I find doing on top makes it a lot more sharp or a lot more intense. So I just do underneath here. And then I go in with a little concealer brush that I used earlier and blend it out. And then popping some brow gel through. This is the YSL Couture Brow in the shade 1. So yeah, that is my everyday brow. So you can see it's a lot fuller than my other one, but still looks like hair. It's still hairy, but just a bit more defined than my other one. Yeah, I really like it. I really like this brow. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm again keeping it nice and simple. I'm just setting that concealer that we were using as an eyeshadow primer, just setting it with the same powder, that medium golden shade from MAC, Mineralise Skinfinish Natural from MAC. So I'm going to use two colours. I'm going to use MAC Soft Brown and Saddle. They're staples in my personal kit and in my makeup kit. Soft brown is like a neutral brown, like a neutral mid-tone brown, whereas Saddle's a little bit darker and a little bit warmer. So I'm using soft brown all over the eye and the crease, and we'll go underneath the eye as well. I'm taking this on a MAC 217. These are my favorite eyeshadow brushes for blending. I have like 10 of these. So I'm just picking up a good amount and putting that in my crease and blending back and forth. And then taking the same brush, same eyeshadow color, and going underneath the eye as well. I'm going to pop on a little bit of that darker color, so Saddle from MAC. Just in the outer corner, just to darken that up a bit. That's good for the top. And for the bottom, I'm going in with a little bullet brush. I have no idea what this brush is from, but it's like one of my faves. Going in with Saddle. So still using just 2 colors and going underneath the eye. I know this may seem like a lot for an everyday makeup look, but I honestly get it done in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes max. It's like super quick for me. I don't really know how to wear like less makeup than this. I'm not good at doing very, very minimal makeup on myself. So this is like as minimal as it gets. Or else I'm just not wearing any makeup, which I'm totally fine with. A little bit of NARS Rue Bonaparte eyeliner. This is like a skin tone eyeliner on the inner waterline. Great. Now we'll put on some inner corner and brow highlight and some mascara, and then we'll pretty much be done. I'm going to be using the same Glow Regatta color from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Inner corner, brow, and we're going to pop some Better Than Sex waterproof on. So for the last step, I'm just going to pop on the Bite Beauty Agave lip mask. It's like my favorite lip product. It's super glossy. Not super glossy. It's glossy and not sticky, and I use it as like a nighttime lip balm or like a daytime lip balm. It's really nice. Alright, I'll give you a closer look now that I'm done my everyday makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed my everyday makeup. I know it is a little bit much for some people, but I find it works for me. I find it nice and quick, and I like it. I feel put together. Let me know if you guys would like me to make some more videos where I'm talking to the camera rather than doing the voiceover, and I'll keep that in mind for next time. Thanks guys.